Hi everyone. I've been up for a few hours just because sometimes you wake up early from going to bed, uh, and I decided to just go ahead and make this video right now. It's 6:32 a.m. It's very early, but without further ado, I need to talk about some things. So, um, like a lot of VTubers, I have a day job, and I like my day job a lot because I tackle problems that I think are very interesting, and uh, they pay me very well, and I'm quite happy there, and I have some really great coworkers and really great friends there, and a lot of support, and it's good, and I am lucky, and I am blessed, and unfortunately, I've been making a lot of stupid mistakes, which really suck, and because I've been trying to get a promotion there, because um, I've been just trying to do my best just to be a dependable person, just like I am, try to be in the VTuber scene. I've been making some mistakes ranging from very major to very minor, and I've gotten lucky because so far there has been no disciplinary action, and my boss is not interested in disciplinary action, fortunately. Unfortunately, I don't know how thin the ice is under me. Um, so that's the big reasoning why I'm doing all of this, because there are a few issues. In one of them is just with just how I work in general. The other one is what's going on up in this big noggin of mine, and that is all the stuff going on that I'm worried about, that I'm thinking about while I'm at work and whatnot. Um, and I think it's causing problems. I don't want to quit VTubing. I like VTubing. I think it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Um, so what I'm doing instead is that I'm basically cutting my streaming hours in half, which sucks because if you remember, having more streaming hours is one of my goals for this year. Um, and so I wanted to just talk about the fact that I'm doing that and why I'm doing that. These two things are very important. So, starting next week, I will be streaming on Monday and Tuesday. Why Monday and Tuesday? Because those are the days that are often, um, they're like my most viewed days, my most popular days are on Monday and Tuesday. It's like after I take my break on Wednesday, it's like Thursday and Friday. People show up, but not to the same degree as they do on Monday and Tuesday. So that's the first change. The second change is a little bit more controversial. Okay, so I've kind of built my brand the last 3 years on like playing like these very like long form story driven RPGs, and that's a big reason for that is because I love RPGs. I especially love retro RPGs. I think they're great. I think they're fun. I think there's a lot of fun going into such a game blind and playing through it and having my reactions. Um, the problem with that is that there's a lot of context involved, and there's a lot of stuff you have to kind of keep in head so that you don't look like an absolute fool if you forget someone or something, so someone doesn't yell at you. You have to remember, how to play the game. You have to remember what NPC is what. You have to remember all these things, what you're doing when you're playing it. Um, and so as a result, we are switching from these long form RPGs to randomizers. I love randomizers. It's always been a part of my channel, even when I haven't been able to play randomizers, which was, before the most recent schedule change I've had for at least like a few years. We used to have randomizer Sunday. Remember that? That was a good time. Uh, I always think they're interesting. They've never done well on my channel, and I think the reason, part of that is because of the fact that I have these long form RPGs as well, just to stay where we just screw off and play randomizers. Um, I think randomizers are they're number one fun for me. Number two, you can get through games quicker. One of the issues I've always had is that playing through Xenogears, I'm like, oh my god, this is taking forever because I'm only getting 3 to 6 hours of progress every week, and the game's like 60, 80 hours long. So it takes forever, and I think that that's very much a very viewer-wary thing. So, but that also means a lot less context to be had that you have to think about. It also means just in general, just less things that I need to worry about on my side because now I can just focus on just playing a randomizer, which usually takes far less time. Um, or even like do like we did with the Pokemon randomizer we did a little bit a while back, where we just kind of played like the first 4 or 5 hours. Like I set a goal, we're gonna get the third badge, and then we got it, and that was successful. Um, so that's what we're going to start doing. And I don't know how controversial that change is going to be with my community. If you came for the RPG content, I'll just say that, you know, um, this is not a forever thing. I don't plan on it being a forever thing. It's just really until I kind of just get things going well at work again and be the person that I can be and really do my best to do those things and be that dependable person I want to be at work. Um, I wrote a script. I did not. I did. I am not following it. Uh, so that one's on me. uh, the other cool thing about randomizers is because there's a lot of different ones we can do. We can run like archipelagos, multiple games. I've been planning doing one of those for like Final Fantasy One, Legend of Zelda One, all connected with Lufia 2's Ancient Cave, which I thought would be really neat. Or like playing like archipelago of all the old NES games I know. We can do crowd control. That would be really fun sometime. I can even play maybe like a Dark Souls randomizer, and you can just watch me be frustrated for 3 hours. Um, yeah, timing is different. It's only just Monday and Tuesdays I'm streaming 6:30 to 10:30. Another part about this, because we are kind of switching niches a little bit, is that I'm going to go back to mid rolls. And because I actually like pre rolls, and my channel did not really suffer analytically because of pre rolls, although it really hasn't been that short amount of time. But we're switching back to mid rolls because this could be an opportunity to find new users to kind of come into our community, come into our fold, and it would be a pleasure to have them there and not bounce away from because of a 30-second ad, especially because a someone I kind of view in my head as someone who's into randomizers more probably into the puzzle solving aspect of things as opposed to someone who is into the RPG who's more like likely to just put me on their second screen and just like listen to me for a while. And both of those are fine. Both of those are fine. But I guess I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to think. I hate doing this and I hate the situation I got myself into, but I'm doing my best to kind of make it work. And I'm looking at the silver lining and thinking this could be a good opportunity to find new viewers and new people to join our lovely Pudding Friends community. Uh, so, that's about it. As for like the specific channels, the VOD channel over at Maria Putting Away Streams over on YouTube is we're still going to go through all the footage that we have now, and it'll be switching to randomizer content whenever all that footage gets processed. Um, the shorts channel probably won't change at all because I'm still going to have boneheaded takes and boneheaded reactions to things, even in a randomizer. Um, in terms of, and obviously, unfortunately, I won't be able to finish Xenogears and Dragon Quest VIII on stream. I plan on playing them off stream. The only problem with that is that now I'm balancing like 5 games to play on my own time. Pokopia has me in its reaches at the moment. Uh, and that's been a fun time, and as well as Dragon Warrior 7, which is, only just like 150 hours, anything like that. So I'll have to find time to play those games and finish them, especially Xenogears, because I'm curious where everything goes from there. And I know people want me to react to the second disc, so I'll have to figure out how to do that so that y'all can see that happening. Um, and what else? Is there anything else? One thing I said, when I posted my message the other day, a lot of people seemed like thought I was quitting, and I don't know how to take that. um, but uh, I'm too stubborn to quit. In all honesty, like I said, I love VTubing a lot. I like streaming a lot. I like what I do a lot. Uh, all this has been a lot of fun for me. The last 3 years have been a delight. I love the people I've met, all my VTuber friends out there, uh, and everyone else. I know I'm kind of like in the side of the community, and I don't really collab much, and I don't reach out a lot to other people. And I'm sorry. I'm a very weird person when it comes to that, and it's something I wish I could change. And I try to change, and it always kind of just falls flat on my face. But I just from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate my community as well, and I appreciate you, being behind me in times like this, where I try to, make changes, and I don't know if they're gonna be, you know, loved or not. Um, but yeah, so you know what, I just appreciate y'all. I appreciate your support. I'm trying not to beat myself up because of everything that's happened, and I'm trying to just think of the silver lining. So yeah, so I'll take the next couple of. Oh, something else I wanted to add. Um, Another nice aspect of this is that I get to do. I'll actually have time to do some game development again, which is great, and that could help me with work stuff because that'll help train my brain to focus on different other issues and puzzles, and I've had situations before because I prefer working in the same language programming language with games as I do at work. Um, and the nice thing about that is that sometimes I'll run into an issue in the game development that I know how to solve at work, and that kind of helps. Or I can, if someone has questions, I can, lend my support in that regard. And I'm excited about doing that because I actually have a really good idea. Better than the card game I made last week, better than anything else. I think if you like my content, you will like kind of like what I plan on cooking up. When I can show it, I don't know, but that's something to y'all can look forward to. But that's only going to be like one night a week. I'm not going to really like try to overdo it or anything or oversell it. Um, and yeah, so and that's more of just to keep that brain elasticity for me to solve problems and stuff related to programming things at work because that's what I do. I'm a software developer. And I probably rambled enough, so I'll stop rambling. I really hope you have a good day, and until next time, give your cats and dogs hugs for me. Um, I'll I'll release a schedule on Sunday, like always, of what we're gonna do. It's probably just gonna be the Final Fantasy One Extreme Randomizer that I cooked up. We might do a few of them. I have a nice list of randomizers we'll do in the future. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. I am Maria Puddingway, uh, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you, and bye bye.